We begin tonight on the lakeshore with plans for the old SAPPI Paper Mill property in Muskegon. A developer wants to put more than 200 single-family homes on that site on Muskegon Lake, but there are concerns about decades of contamination in the area. 13 on your side's Nick Nelson talked to leaders from the city and the state. He joins us with the path forward for this development, Nick.
Juliet, although the developer is working with the state's environmental department to come up with solutions to avoid safety issues, the department says the site contains many contaminants.
More than a decade ago, what was left of the S.D. Warren SAPPI Paper Mill, built in 1900, was demolished. However, nearly 100 years of industry has left contamination at the now empty site.
Think of things like in gasoline, benzenes, and different things like that. There is also PFAS, which a lot of folks are familiar with now, has been discovered at the site, as well as some heavy metals that we're concerned about.
The Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes, and Energy is monitoring the area after the city of Muskegon approved a housing project with Parkland Properties, which is also transforming the Shaw Walker building in Muskegon. The site at the former SAPPI Mill would be called Windward Point. That would put hundreds of homes on the former industrial ground.
If the private market is going to redevelop a piece of property, can that be done safely? It's on the developer and the burden of the developer to meet the standards set by the state of Michigan to mitigate any environmental concerns.
Parkland Properties tells us in a statement that it's been working with EGLE to address these concerns and hear from the public about the matter. Karen Vorse with EGLE says this is why the agency is taking public comments from now until October 21st, with a virtual meeting on the safety plan next week.
So it is the developer and the consultant, their consultant's plan that they had submitted to us. But if there are questions geared toward the developer or their consultant, we can share those with them and help folks try to get answers that way.
Muskegon Development Director Jake Ekholm says the project wouldn't be able to get off the ground until EGLE gives them the environmental go-ahead.
This process, in order for them to be able to continue, both from the state statute side and the local zoning ordinance side, they have to comply with whatever conditions EGLE sets on their environmental mitigation.
More information on the public comment period and next week's virtual meeting can be found on this story at 13onyourside.com. Juliet.